feel like everyone's playing for each other. I feel like everyone's celebrating every single goal. Everyone's carrying each other when we're down. I feel like when we're down, it feels like a blip rather than, oh gosh, we're going in the wrong direction again. I mean, the collective spirit and the mindset has just been phenomenal to watch, even all the way through to Rashford's celebration. You know, this just seeing that energy, that it's all about mindset, and I'm glad that we have that finally. I think it's taken a while, but it's been fantastic to watch.
When you look at United now, what signs do you see of a strengthening collective where everyone is invested in the wider fortunes? In terms, I mean, you've mentioned Marcus's celebration, but perhaps more collectively.
Yeah, I think that what's really beautiful to see is that you feel like they're taking responsibility as a club. There's accountability. Every single person, and I think that applies to every player that's on the pitch, even the manager. I mean, whether we win or we lose, like, he's turning up for the interview. He's there pitch side, ready to talk about what went wrong, what went right, taking accountability for mistakes. I think that kind of culture really sets a standard of, you know, we're here as a team, we're here together, we win and we lose together, we get through tough times together, and I think that togetherness is really inspiring. So I feel really excited for the club right now to see that, because that's not easy to achieve. It's actually really tough. And again, as I was saying earlier, I've been talking to staff behind the scenes right now, and they're feeling it as well. They're feeling the togetherness. And so I think when you see that penetrating a whole culture, when you're seeing that penetrating everyone on and off the field, that's the most exciting thing.
Let's talk about Marcus. He's gone from having his most difficult season to his most productive. What does it take mentally to achieve that?
I think it takes a lot of resilience to be okay with having a season where everyone's considering you to be failing and making mistakes, to have the grit and resilience to come back from that, and to constantly prove yourself week in, week out when there's that many people talking about you, that many eyeballs, that much stress. I think it really requires a inner resolve to say, this is what I'm about, this is what I've been trying to show the whole time, now I have the support. And I think the way, you know, his relationship with Eric is really fun to watch as well. And I think the investment that Eric's made in him, I think that's paid off massively. So for him, I think it's the resilience and grit. It takes a lot of resilience to say, you know, I've just had a tough season, but now I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to keep going.
You mentioned his celebration. Do you think that's what that's all about, and does that strike a chord with you?
I hope it is. I haven't got to ask him yet. When I interviewed him, I interviewed him a couple of years back. Actually, it was during the pandemic, so a few years back, and that wasn't his celebration then. So I'd love to ask him why. But to me, it points to that. It's all about mindset. It's all up in here. And I think that we've always said football's a mental game, but I think we're getting to see that in action now in a really powerful way.
From the outside looking in, what has Erik ten Hag done to boost the team's psychological approach?
I remember when he came in at the start, and there was a lot of criticism about how he was getting the players to run laps or had all these uncommon methods to kind of like create discipline and motivation. And I actually think what that did is it really helped him get his culture through to the club and also bring his own personality. And I think that now when you see the team, it's like every interception, you know, every time they lose the ball, everyone's fighting to win it back. I mean, that kind of energy on the field is so inspiring to watch. And so I think he's created this thing of just saying, like, hey, if you lose the ball, doesn't mean you have to lose the game. If we misplaced a pass, doesn't have to be a mistake for the rest of the game. We've switched that mindset from being, we can come back in the last couple of minutes again. You know, that kind of energy of like, it's not over till it's over. I think that energy is fully seeped into everyone in the club. And so it's really exciting to watch.
And after today, do you know when you might be here again? Or obviously it's been announced that the club are going on tour to the States. Will you want to get out there?
Oh, so I live in the States now. I've been living there for 7 years. So whenever I'm back, I try and squeeze a game in. But I cannot wait to follow the team in the US. I think seeing United's brand just continue to grow out there is really, really exciting. And soccer, as they call it out there, is really growing. And I can't wait for United to be a big part of it.